Today is Valentine's Day, and I count myself as very lucky because Mrs. Disgruntled doesn't buy into the whole commercial side of it. Valentine's Day has moved away from being an event where people would anonymously share affection for one another and is instead a money-grabbing shitstorm. Just up the road from where I live there's a florist, and all year round a bunch of roses is £15 except for near Valentine's Day when it jumps up to £35, so they can sod right off. But there's a story in the news recently about a mother who complained that her local supermarket was selling Valentine's Day cards for children. She also added that anyone who bought a card for her 8-year-old son, she would punch in the face. So that's a word of warning for the 8-year-old girls that go to that lad's school. And the boys as well, we may as well be inclusive. Just on that, I'm all for inclusivity and diversity, but is it just me that feels like it's being forced down our throats at the moment? I mean, watching adverts on television, you think there's no such thing as a heterosexual white couple anymore, and every child born in the last 15 years is mixed race. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't accurately reflect British society. Also, if you ever see a TV programme with two white guys on it, it has to be hinted that they're fucking each other. But anyway, I thought this mother must be overreacting to these Valentine's Day cards for children. And then I saw some of them in my supermarket, and oh my God. These aren't cards for children to send to one another. These are cards for parents to send to their children and vice versa. Now, I've got a background in Freudian psychotherapy, and as far as the Oedipus complex goes, this will be like throwing petrol onto a bonfire. If you're surprised that I have got a background as a therapist, don't worry, I'm surprised by that as well. I mean, I couldn't do it now, I'm far too cynical. If someone walked into my consulting rooms and said, "Oh, I feel really lonely, I haven't got any friends," I'd probably reply, "Well, it's hardly surprising, you're a bit of a prick. If you want to kill yourself, there's razor blades on the way out. Come on, 50 quid. But these cards, I saw a couple last night. One says, "Happy Valentine's Day, Mummy, from your special little boy." Another one said, "Happy Valentine's Day to Daddy's little princess." Now, if you've got children and you want your son to grow up to be a serial killer and your daughter to grow up to be a prostitute, that's a good starting point. But can we get away from this whole commercialism and remember what it is that St. Valentine actually did? Although, to be blunt, I haven't got a fucking clue what that is.